Gene DeCode became interested in deep underground military bases in the 1990s when he was serving in the US Navy as a senior non-commissioned officer. He investigated claims by different whistleblowers such as Phil Schneider and established a network of contacts in the intelligence community, covert operations, and US Special Forces. He learned of locations and activities happening in deep underground military bases all over the United States, which number as many as 500 today and 5,000 globally.
You're listening to Exopolitics Today with Dr. Michael Salla, your source for the uncensored truth regarding the human, extraterrestrial, global, and political agenda. Click the like button and subscribe to this channel. And now, here's Dr. Michael Salla.
Well, welcome back, Gene, to Exopolitics Today.
Thank you for having me back, Dr. Salla. It's an honor. Appreciate it.
I remember when we did our first interview back in June that you warned me. You said that YouTube will take down your stuff. And so, we were very careful in terms of what we put up, and we thought we'd make sure it was sanitized, and we did create censored versions and all of that. So I was very surprised that our first interview in June 2024, where we really were just, I thought, kind of very basic, just discussing your background, your work with the US Navy, and how you got interested in deep underground military bases. I was really surprised that YouTube took that down, gave me a warning, and that was kind of like, and they were saying that there was stuff in that interview that was, it violated their terms of service in terms of harassment and bullying. And I was like, well, there was nothing in there like that. So I kind of like vindicated what you were saying, that YouTube just doesn't want you up there and doesn't want your analysis of deep underground military bases appearing on their platform.
It does seem that way. I saw your weekly update, which on your platform, and Exopolitics Today, as you see there, and really beautifully done, calm, collected, concise. Really like it. And you mentioned this, and it wasn't a surprise to me. I don't know if it's me or just the topic of dumbs. I know they don't want it out, that's for sure, because the dumbs they hide everything. It hides what's going on with the children, the spark gap grids, and the MK Ultra, and the back engineering and hybriding of back engineering alien craft, non-terrestrial craft like Lockheed Skunk Works and Boeing has their own, as well as hybriding be able to be showing in the future DeCode part 2 of this one coming up that we're doing today, pictures of bats that were pirated out of Dulce with hybrided human non-terrestrial gray type Zeta reticuli. So they don't want, it is everything. It's everything the deep state is doing is under our feet and under the oceans, under the ground, under the oceans. And so they don't want this information out. It became obvious to me in the very beginning when I got a lot of attack on it, saying that there's not hundreds, there's a few like Cheyenne Mountain, Raven Rock, and those, but there, and the Mount Weather facility, those things, but there's not hundreds and hundreds and thousands of miles and Mach speed maglevs at thousands of miles an hour, portals, all this other stuff, and all that's there. So you can see they really do not want this information out. Maybe it's me too. When we did that, I was pretty sure the DeCode, I don't say anything about somebody, harassing anybody or bullying anybody. It's just putting out information. I put out information from Martin William Cooper. I put out information from Phil Schneider, who both of those people, we know what happened to them because they were putting the same kind of information out. In that day, it was lethal to put that information out. And so now, we know not to go to YouTube with that kind of information. So thank you, Dr. Salla. Yeah, it's more evident than ever before.
Right. Yes, I think YouTube, as you say, is just not wanting the truth to come out about these deep underground bases. and you have just completed and sent me a follow-up to the original document that we discussed in that June interview and later interviews. And so this new document goes deeper into the phenomenon and what's really happening in the dumps. So we, at this point, will have to say goodbye to our YouTube subscribers, and you can just head on over to my Patreon channel or to Rumble. There's also Spotify, and so those are the platforms where you can watch the full uncensored version of this interview. But if you are on YouTube now, just head on over to Patreon and Rumble. The links are in the description, and you can watch the full uncensored version of this interview. Okay, Gene, so let's continue. So this is just, we don't have to worry now about censorship. We can just go for it.